celebrating for the third year in a row. The prancing horse will top the podium at Le Mans. 51 broke a long drought in 2023, 51 last year, and the 83 AF Corse Ferrari wins Le Mans 2025. What a story, and what a final 2 hours plus from Robert Kubica. 15 seconds at the line ahead of Kevin Est's Porsche, and the two Ferrari teammates, 51 and 50, will follow him through. We have the LMGT3 leader coming to the line, and there are the 51 and 50 cars, as victory in LMGT3 goes to Manthey First Form, Porsche number 92, and Richard Leeds, for the second time in 3 years, the second time in 2 years, brings the car across the line. And Ryan Hardwick, who was thrilled beyond measure to win last time out, I have no idea how he's going to feel now. Still waiting for Nick Yellerly into Europol Competition's number 43 car to come to the line. There he is with the black and yellow body. So he has crossed the line behind Robert Kubica. And there he is, right, that's the other car. So there he is, Nick Yellerly in the LMP2 winning car from Inter Europol. And Jakub Śmiechowski, his third podium, I beg your pardon, his second podium in 3 years. No, he was second last year in the 34 car. He won 2 years ago in the 34 car. So gold, silver, gold in the last 3 races for Inter Europol. And Yifei, the first ever Chinese winner at Le Mans outright. And they know how it happens, because they watched it happen last year with the 50 car, and they watched it happen the year before with the 51 car, from different teams in different classes. And Phil Hanson, a winner here in LMP2, now an outright winner.
Now,
where is my teammate? They were supposed to be here. I want them here.
They should be there normally. Batti is bringing them to you.
No, that's not the way that works. You've got to go to them. You've got to drive to the podium.
hang on, I think they've got the message.
Yeah.
I think there might be some wall jumping going on here.
Don't break an ankle. That's all I'm saying now. Don't hurt yourselves.
Don't go full to rain. Never go full to rain.
I think they might and should start a new tradition here, surely.
Yeah.
How much cooler to be on the side of the car driving along on the actual racetrack, not the pit lane, backwards.
100%. Now, everybody's watching this is going to do exactly the same. Checkered flag for the driver, stop on the line, teammates join. Now, they're going to have to jog all the way down the pit straight.
It's like they haven't done 5 stints.
But look at the crowd alongside. Just look at the sea of humanity.
No, look, he's driving to them. How romantic. That's what teammates are all about.
And these are the moments of it that they will remember all their life. Grandpa, what did you do in a yellow car? Well, son, let me tell you.
Wow, followed by the drone as well. This is epic scenes here at Le Mans.
You're absolutely right, Anthony. A new tradition is born. That's the way to do it from now on. Anything else, anticlimactic. Of course, when he hoiks on the handbrake and they're flung off into the gravel trap. And talking about the prospects for Le Mans, and the celebrations when they get back there are going to be monumental.
Everybody's familiar with the historic site of the traditional Ferrari factory entrance. There are 2 large Ferrari flags above the door, above the archway, when we were there for the first 2 races in the WEC. Not for Formula 1, they're not winning there, they're winning the WEC. This is going to be a much bigger flag. This is going to be quite the parade.
Well, there is Bibendum, the Michelin man, winner of the Hypercar category, and of course Goodyear, winners of and suppliers, tyre suppliers to LMP2 and LMGT3. Nick Yellerly, well, 24 hours of Le Mans victory. I know that there's a very proud dad, David. The boy done good.
I'm utterly delighted for Inter Europol Competition. I am bereft for VDS Palace Racing.
Yep.
They had it and they lost it.
They had it very briefly. These guys have had the upper hand for the last 6 hours.
I'm just watching those shots of Yifei with Robert Kubica, just how important a part in what is going to be a glittering career for the young Chinese driver is Robert Kubica going to prove to have been.
And Phil Hanson as well. I mean, what an epic coming of age this race has been.
What a mighty...
The corner, just out of shot to the right there, right in the corner on the edge of the sofa, Bob Wallet was sobbing his heart out. Because second wasn't it, and he knew that was probably his... Now listen to the response. Our race winners at Le Mans 2025 from AF Corse in their Ferrari 499P. Robert Kubica, Phil Hanson and Yifei. The first crew to win outside Le Mans for Ferrari. They did that in Texas last year. They have been in the battle at each of the races this season, and now they have won the greatest one of them all. That is a very proud bunch of Italians. Every man jack of them singing the anthem. 4 wins at Le Mans for 4 different manufacturers.
Mesdames et messieurs, les trophées pour Phil Hanson,
Phil Hanson, Robert Kubica and Yifei, your race winners. They have their individual trophies, and the big trophy will head to Maranello and particularly to Fiorano, the head of Ferrari Endurance Racing.
Welcome, Sir Lady Nathalie Delattre, who is the Tourism Minister of France, for the presentation of the cup from the President of la République. Merci à Madame Nathalie Delattre, ministre du Tourisme, pour la remise de ce trophée. Et Mesdames et Messieurs, Président Pierre Fillon, nous allons vous remettre de nouveau à contribution pour la remise des médailles de la Fédération internationale de l'automobile. Le président pour la remise, en effet, des médailles. Now, President Pierre Fillon again.
I thought he said the President of the Republic was coming. I thought, that's like having the King presenting the trophies at the British Grand Prix, but then he's the President of the ACO. I was conflating my government and ACO.
These are the FIA medals being presented.
Les trophées qui vont bien. Parce qu'effectivement, c'est une course de 24 heures.
Another
24 heures,
riveting Le Mans 24 hours.
celle que tout le monde veut.
And do they still get the Rolex?
I'd say with that branding behind them,
I would say
pretty
so
sure they
too.
do. Daytona's coming their way.
Now, what they haven't got is a personalised mug.
Yeah.
Avoir le plaisir de remettre parce
With-
que c'est
with
naturellement
Yorkshire tea.
très symbolique avec vous Eric Colombin. Les trophées, les montres Rolex qui marquent
I'm sure they'll live.
effectivement
But here come
la
the
victoire au 24 au
very,
Mans, et
very
vous allez
special
en effet, mesdames et
Rolex
messieurs,
watches.
pouvoir voir ainsi remis à l'équipage de la Ferrari numéro 83 par Eric Colombin, directeur général de Rolex France.
And again, that is not one that is going to go in the top drawer. That is one that is going to go on the wrist and be worn every day for the rest of your life.
No excuses to be late again, boys.
Matty Pregliasco there, doing a bit of selfie work.
Oui, oui, mettez bien
Oh, give them back. What? No.
vos montres
No,
à
no.
l'abri.
We'll keep them safely for you.
They will be kept in the dry because, of course, the next thing that we have to do is make them smell like winners. The big trophy, 3 consecutive victories at Le Mans for Ferrari. A massive trophy and a massive moment.
Hard earned for this 83 crew. No doubt whatsoever about that.
So breaking loose with the Pommery Champagne. The vineyard owned by the family of one of our chief stewards, Yves Bachelet. Does seem slightly like a waste of a good Magnum or Nebuchadnezzar or whatever. And now we have the annual ritual of dropping the bottle as it's dropped off the podium. Which mechanic has the safest hands has 5 kilos of wet slippery glass rockets down towards him.
No pressure.
Absolutely. Well, there you go. There.
Rentrer dans l'histoire des 24 heures du Mans, un podium avec des Porsche et Ferrari.
In the end,
pour
we
saluer
had
en effet
just
la
5 cars
victoire de
finishing
l'équipage
on
numéro
the lead
83.
lap, such was
Mesdames
the
et messieurs,
pace
un
of the
ultime
leaders.
salut à
Of course,
Robert
last year,
Kubica et
we
à
had the field
l'ensemble des
compressed
pilotes
by
naturellement.
wet weather and a number of safety cars.
James Calado,
This year was dry and
Hanson,
run at
Antonio
breakneck pace.
Giovinazzi,
Anthony
salut,
Davison, it was
également
absolutely
Alessandro Pierguidi.
relentless for the
Salut,
teams
mon cher
and the
Yifei, on dit,
drivers. We
naturellement,
said that this
à
might be one for the
très
ages,
bientôt.
and in
Yes,
fact it was
c'est
such
une
a
victoire.
tough race to
Michelin
win.
à l'arrivée des
still
24
standing
heures
by
du Mans.
that.
Merci à
It
Michelin
absolutely
et puis
was.
bravo
We've seen it all the way
naturellement
through
à
the
tout
World Endurance
Ferrari
Championship so
avec
far.
bien sûr les Ferrari
This race
50
was no
51.
different,
En
just
plus
a elongated
de celle
version,
qui,
really.
inscrit
It's
son
always a
image,
race of
une
attrition, of
voiture
course,
jaune
but
à
these
l'arrivée
cars
des
become
24
more
heures
and
du
more
Mans. Enfin, on regarde
reliable,
un petit
and
peu
that puts
dans la
pressure on
même
all the
couleur,
drivers and
mais
the teams to
finalement, il n'a
be
pas eu tant que
as
ça.
impeccable as
Tiens,
they
j'ai
can
pensé
be.
pour la gagnante
Yeah,
de
today was no different.
1978 d'une marque française. Allez,
And
j'ai
Graham
l'impression
Goodwin,
qu'on est prêt, mesdames et
history
messieurs,
making.
pour en effet
Oh, and
pouvoir
there's the fumble,
accueillir dans un
but
instant les
I need
pilotes
to
pour le
stop it breaking.
GT3. Parfait.
The first ever
Acte deux
overall winner
du
from
podium.
Poland, the
Now,
first ever
ladies
Panis,
and
with
now,
the VDS
ladies and
Panis Racing
gentlemen,
crew
et
in
maintenant,
second place.
please
So
welcome
close.
the winners. Nous avons le grand
Gonna Jeanette's
plaisir
team manager
d'accueillir
of
Jakub
YTF.
Śmiechowski.
Yeah.
Seems not that long ago he was the youngest starter here.
Yeah, only a couple of years, and Jakub Śmiechowski, third visit to the Le Mans podium in 3 years, and the second visit to the top step. And while the crew around him has changed in terms of the driver lineup, it is the same small Polish team sponsored by the family bakery. Now, it's not a small family bakery, it's a massive bakery company, but nevertheless, it is a family operation.
Voilà qui est fait. L'hymne de la Pologne maintenant.
What a day for Poland in motorsport.
Yep.
An overall winner at the 24 Hours of Le Mans, a second win for a home-based team and with a home-based driver in that car too.
Definitely not the first time on the top step of the podium for the bespectacled Jakub Śmiechowski. Kuba, the winner here 2 years ago, runner-up last year. This year, his teammates Tom Dillman and Nick Yellerly.
Has to be one of the best records in any class at this race for 3 races. Has to be.
2 wins and a second place. And if you get a call from into Europol, you know that you answer the phone. If you get a random call from a Polish number, answer. It's unlikely to be a random call centre if you're a top flight sports car driver.
Maintenant, les amis,
So Nick Yellerly, now Le Mans winner as well.
It is, by the way, the third appearance on a Le Mans podium for Panis Racing, and their best results, consecutive third places in 2020 and 2021. This their best, but you can see, you can almost feel the disappointment from Olivier Panis. Another result right at the death of the Le Mans 24 Hours. What a heartbreaker.
But again, wasn't driver error. Something happened with the car that cost them vital pace. Let's hear what he says. I think Bruno's going to want a word with Olivier for a start.
Allez, un petit mot quand même, on va essayer de chacun. Ouais, Jakub, I think that for Poland, it's an historical day. A Polish driver, of course, with Robert Kubica. And your team for the second time winner of the P2 class at Le Mans. Congratulations.
Thank you. It's I think it's one of the best days for Polish motorsport in a very long time. I hope it's not the last as well.
Yeah, absolument. C'est un grand jour pour nous et j'espère que c'est pas le dernier. Tom, un mot, ça fait quoi?
Incroyable, on a gagné Le Mans, je ne réalise pas encore, c'était une super bataille avec Panis, ils ont fait une super course, on s'est battu très très longtemps et c'est...
Great to win them all, great battle with Panis, they fought really hard for so long.
Je sens, j'espère qu'il est par là, Olivier.